last topic of the course, but I'm talking about
Yes.
your
Yes.
presentation. You have given last presentation on anupreksha.
Oh, the one that I gave to you?
Yeah.
The one that I gave to you that I ran
Yes.
through with you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Jai Jinendra. Mandami Naman
Jai
Samvij.
Jinendra. Yes.
अच्छा वंदा में हम शुरू कर सकते हैं।
Okay. Today we will discuss about the spiritual or philosophical base of contemplative meditation, and we can say affirmation or autosuggestion. In Praksha meditation system, we find two types of meditation. One is called Preksha and other one is called Anupreksha. So Preksha means a concentrated perception or pure perception. So in this particular meditations, we use the method of pure perception without going into any thinking or discursive ideas. And in anupreksha especially, we concentrate on particular idea or particular thought or particular experience of meditation. So in this way, we have understood that contemplation is a kind of a thoughtful meditation. It is a reflective meditation. And in this particular meditation, we give importance to thought process also. Here, anupreksha, anu means after, and preksha means a perception. So when we go into meditation, thoughtless meditation, in which we just perceive and don't think anything, and in that pure perception state, when we realize any truth or get some new experiences, then we, after completing meditation, we are supposed to meditate or reflect on those experiences, and that is called anupreksha. So contemplation is sometimes defined as religious meditation, which is non-discursive. It means intuitive. It means you get some intuition from within and you reflect on that, and mostly mystical. It is a mystical experience. But in Praksha meditation system, contemplation is both discursive as well as intuitive. It involves research and deliberate reflection for truth and reality. To know the truth, we can concentrate on that particular truth, or we can do some concentrated or research so that we can know the reality. So, as I have already said, the literal meaning of anupreksha is that reflection after perception, or it means reflection on what is experienced in meditation. Contemplation is also perception is impartial. It is totally impartial and objective. It means whatever you are thinking or you have learned, that is not only in that may not be true or may be true, but when we are contemplating on such kind of uh, ideas or concepts or any truth, then we have to be very objective in our study, in our reflection or contemplation. A totally impartial and objective contemplation frees one of subjective prejudices and emotions. So it means to be impartial means you have to be free from all preconditioning, prejudices, biasness, and any kind of emotions which distort reality. The mind searches for truth by a single point mental faculty engaged in reflecting upon the reality, thereby eliminating all that is mere appearance or illusion. So in Anupreksha, we become single point focused. Our mind is completely engaged on one idea or one thought or one syllable or one text, and eliminate all other ideas which are just appearance or illusory and not true. The process of contemplation banishes all memories, eliminates all ideas and conceptions except one. And here in contemplation also we have to be pinpointed. We must have only one kind of idea or thought or truth, and not many types of truths and ideas. They may also be true, but it is not supposed to focus on all those during the contemplation. We know that in Jainism, contemplation is the part of a self-study, which is known as Swadhyay. There are 5 states of self-study. Among them, the first is reading or listening to the sermons or religious text. And if something is not clear, then you can ask questions regarding any concept which you are reading or learning from someone. Then you have to make a revision by regular recitation. So revision of the text, that what you have learned. So you should revise, then only it can be retained in our mind for a long time. Then contemplation. Contemplation means whatever we have learned, that is not enough. We have to contemplate and reflect on that to know all other different aspects and minute details about that particular concept or particular object which we are learning. And dissemination. Lastly, it is said that whatever we have learned, we have to disseminate, we have to share it with others, and that also gives very clarity of mind about the subject. As much we discuss, it becomes more and more clear to us. So in this way, here you can see that the fourth step or fourth stage of Swadhyay is contemplation. You have to contemplate, reflect, think about whatever you have learned, and try to go into deeper study, deeper aspects of whatever is being learned or experienced. So recitation of a syllable or mantra and concentrated reflection are also branches of the self-study, and they are the part of this contemplation. Now we would see that concentration and thought process, what we think about them from a spiritual point of view. So in the Praksha meditation system, the technique mostly is used for meditation is perception, in which we try to only perceive and don't think anything. So that all thinking or thought process or ideas should be eliminated during perception. But however, concentration of thought is not excluded as a technique of meditation from this system. Thoughts are also seen as a what we say important means to realize the truth. Concentrated, profound thinking can lead to discovering and establishing important philosophical as well as scientific doctrines and principles. So, thinking is not something which is completely discardable, even in meditational practices. A process of generalized deep thinking is a powerful means of discovering various facets of reality called Vichay Dhyan in Jain tradition, which is the part of Dharma Dhyan according to Jain scriptures. And Dharma Dhyan means in which we reflect on the nature of reality. So Vichay Dhyan is one of the four such kind of meditations of under Dharma Dhyana. So in this particular Vichay Dhyan, it is a kind of thought-oriented or conceptual meditation, and it is given very much importance to know the reality of any ideas, any thought, or any text or doctrines. The practice of praksha is a kind of concentration of perception. So the word praksha means profound perception. In it, practitioners give full attention, in engagement of his mind in the perception of an object or phenomena. For example, we have practiced perception of body, and we know that a perception of body is an exercise or a meditation in becoming mentally aware of the functioning of one's own body. The practitioner concentrates on the whole body in this meditation and focuses on various parts and organs of the body, becoming aware of their functioning. And when he becomes aware of his body and body functions, so then there are certain stages of his awareness during this perception of body. So the first stage, he tries to perceive the superficial sensations like skin contact, feeling of warmth, perspiration, eating, etc. In the second stage, he tries to become more concentrated and become aware of sensations produced by the muscular system. In the third stage, he experiences the awareness of the functioning of inner organs like heartbeats, contraction and expansion of lungs, peristalsis of gastrointestinal tract, blood coursing, waste product exchange. So all these things are taking place inside the body, but we are not aware of all those functions. So when our meditation or concentration becomes deeper, then we become able to experience all these functions which are going on silently, and we are not generally aware of them. Becoming in the fourth stage, we become aware of the subtle vibrations caused by chemical reactions and electromagnetic impulses crossing the nervous system. And finally, we perceive the flow of vital energy, which activates the entire organism. And that is the very subtle phenomena. The process is mostly without conceptual activity of the mind. Thus, praksha is concentration of perception. So you have here how praksha is working, and in next slide we would see how anupraksha works. So in praksha, just we perceive, and as our concentration gets more deeper and deeper, we become able to see the subtle phenomena of our body. Anupreksha, we try to contemplate on some experience of our meditation, or on some particular idea or thought or some reality which we want to know with more clarity. So in Anupreksha, that's why Anupreksha is also one of the branches of Anupreksha's meditation system. It is the contemplation. Contemplation here means objective reflection of what has been perceived during the thoughtless state of preksha, in which there was only pure perception and no thinking, no idea, nothing like that. And during this reflection, it is revealed that there is incessant agitation within the body. Food materials are broken down, waste products are constantly being excreted, and molecules of oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. The body, which one considers myself, is merely the product of metabolism and catabolism. It can never be permanent or eternal, and therefore cannot be the true self. So this kind of experience we get when we practice perception of body, and we get that this body is not the self. It is what we say temporary and changing at every moment, and there is a lot of changes which are taking place inside the body also at every at the level of every cell. And now we see that contemplation, how contemplation helps to realize the truth. So contemplation leads the practitioner to realize the truth that the body is perishable, and ultimately experience the separateness of their eternal conscious self and the perishable material shade that is the body. So the purpose is to realize how the body is separate from the self. Our self is separate from the body, and we can come to know this truth by reflecting on our own experience through perception of body. This realization highlights the vulnerability of the material body. The objective of Preksha meditation is to realize the truth by utilizing both mental functions, perception and conception. So in Preksha meditation, there is no such kind of insistence that you should use only the one and only one method, and that is the pure perception. But you can also use the conception or contemplation or reflection for knowing the truth. Our purpose is not to be strict to one type of method to explore the truth, but all other different methods which can help us to know the truth or reality, we can also practice that. So this is the reason why contemplation is also given very importance in Preksha meditation system. Contemplation and perception are concomitant. They are not just given importance, but they are also connected with each other, or they are also dependent on each other, or supporting each other. So one cannot continue perception alone forever, nor can one continue to contemplation forever. Contemplation proceeds as well as succeeds perception. This is the reason why Lord Mahavir says in the scripture, Uttaradhyan Sutra, that after reading of the scriptures, one should meditate, and after meditation, one should do the study of the scriptures. So it means a perception and contemplation both go hand in hand, or you can say one after another, and they are required. Until you know what you have to explore, you cannot start meditating on that. And after meditation, what you experience is you can confirm it from the scriptures, that what is written I have experienced, or I have some different experience than what is written in the text. So in this way, both are supportive, and both are required. We cannot be confined to only one method. Contemplative meditation in Praksha meditation system, one practices this meditation to eliminate false traditions, myths, legends, and superstitions. There are certain things which we are learning through our traditions, but they may not be true. There may be some myths or some legends and some superstitions. So how we can check that what is true and what is false, what is myth and what is reality? And for that we have to reflect or contemplate on that truth and try to explore the truth in so that we can see that what is reality. The prefix, as I have said, anu in anupreksha means perceive only and what is really true. This requires perceiving without the prejudice of preconceived opinion, false tradition, or mythical and fictitious ideas. So it is necessary that we have to concentrate on truth without taking all such kind of false or superstitious ideas. A practitioner of anupreksha transcends the dogma of superstitious traditions and acquires eternal wisdom. So it is the truth which we ourselves try to understand or explore, and by our own experience, if we get the truth, then it becomes more what we say convincing to us, and we can believe in that kind of reality for long time. Now we would see that there are so many types of contemplations which are suggested in Praksha meditation system or in Jain scriptures to know the reality. And the first one is called transitoriness. Transitoriness. So one's deep attachment to one's body is a delusion. It is an eternal truth that man is mortal. The body is perishable, impermanent, and transient, vulnerable to degenerative processes. So this kind of truth can be explored by our own experience, by our own contemplative or reflective thinking. Then we can easily believe in this truth that yes, the body is perishable and it is transient. It cannot be immortal. It cannot be our true self. Similarly, helplessness. The eternal truth is that when one dies, all material possessions, family, and estate are left behind. One cannot save oneself from death, whether a sovereign, a minister, or a richest man. One must seek refuge in divine help. So here we can see that money and other resources cannot help us or cannot save us from dying. Death is inevitable. In that state only we can take the refuge in divine help, but no other things can help us. Next is mundaneness. The eternal truth is that one's mundane existence is utterly miserable. One is born, dies, and is reborn, sometimes as a human being, sometimes as a non-human organism. During one's lifetime, there is more misery and suffering than pleasures or peace. Contemplating this truth helps realize the miserable nature of one's mundane existence. So this is also we have to understand that people think that we are enjoying, we are happy, and for that they are looking for all the luxuries, all the material comforts and what we say pleasures. But after all, they can see that these all things are just temporary. They can give pleasure, but that pleasure is also not permanent. It is also dependent on the resources. If you have resources, then you can be happy. If you are not having those resources, then you can be sad. So all these worldly things or material comforts and pleasures, they are not permanent and they cannot make one happy forever. And whenever we lose those things, then we become so sad that it becomes sometimes very difficult to come in normal state. So this is these three contemplations are practiced by the monks and nuns, and it is supposed that they should practice it. But it is also useful for everybody to know the reality of the life, to know the reality of body, and to know the reality of the world, material world. There is another contemplation which is known as solitariness. The truth is that one's existence is utterly solitary. One enters the world alone and leaves it alone. It is a delusion that makes one feel otherwise. By contemplation of this reality, one realizes that one is alone, single, and separate from all others. So this truth should come into our experience. Until it comes into experience, we think that no, my family members all are mine and they will always be ready to help me in all the situations. But if they don't come, then then we regret that, oh, I thought that they are mine and they will help me all the times, but it is not the reality. So in that moment, we realize, if we can start realizing this truth from the very moment of our life, then we would not be dependent on them. We would not expect anything from them. We would also see that I am alone. I have to be very much careful of myself and about my goal of life. Separateness, in reality, one is separate from everything and everybody. One's own material body is a transitory association, not one's real self. Anything material is also transitorily associated. Pleasure and pain, health and sickness, emotions and patience, and sensual pleasures are separate from oneself. So this feeling of separateness also is very important, to know that every other things are just accidentally associated with us, or they are temporarily associated with us. They cannot continue forever with us. So we have to be very much clear about the dissociation, the dissociative nature of all other things than our own inner self. Next is uncleanliness or uncleanness, whatever is. So in reality, one's body is a dirty, filthy, and unclean organism that needs continuous cleaning. Respiration, urine, and excreta give out obnoxious smells, and if not for cosmetics, the body would be despised. This contemplation makes one realize the eternal truth and frees one from the delusive attachment to the body. So we should also contemplate, as because there is we can give up attachment to every other things, but we cannot give up attachment to our own body. And but we should also reflect on the nature of the body, that it is very ugly or dirty or filthy from within, and we should not be attached to such kind of body. So if we could give up the attachment, then it becomes very easy for us to go into deeper meditation and to give up all whatever is not necessary. And in the end of life, we can be detached even from the body and can leave this world with complete peace. Now we will see that auto-suggestion, it is also a technique which is used in contemplative meditation, and it is very similar to contemplative meditation. It is known as bhavana in technical terms. So bhavana means frequent and prolonged repetition of an idea. Whenever we know the truth after reflection, then that truth can be implemented in our day-to-day life, in our behavior, to change our attitude towards our own life and relations. So for that, it is necessary that that idea should go into your subconscious mind. And for going into subconscious mind, you have to repeat that idea for a longer period at regular basis. Then only it goes inside in the subconscious mind and reflects in your behavior, or it becomes the part of your own life. So it is linked to using a ferry boat to cross the river and reach the other side, or using the ferry boat of autosuggestion to cross the river of mundane existence. So this bhavana is very important even to cross the river of mundane existence. If somebody is looking for liberation, then also he's supposed to practice the bhavana, that he is crossing the ocean of birth and death and achieving liberation. So that kind of contemplation or ideas should be repeatedly and practiced in the mind at the level of your mental level. And if it is done in a proper way, then it goes inside into the subconscious mind, and our life is transformed, and automatically it proceeds in that direction in which we are looking for to proceed. Its efficacy can be raised by applying repeated thin layers of a precious mineral, or repeating an idea to bring about a radical attitudinal reform and approach one's goal. So this is the bhavana, and it is very important to implement our own truth, which we have got through pure perception and after reflection. The sage Patanjali, who has written the Yoga Sutra and of Hindu tradition, and it is well received and well read in all yoga traditions which are going on in the world. He has prescribed 3 stages of meditational practice in his Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is the complete system of yoga which he has provided. So in these in 8 limbs, there are 8 limbs of yoga or meditational practice, you can say. So among the 8 limbs, there are 3 last 3 limbs are dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. So dharana means your thinking should be single pointed. Your mind should be concentrated on one idea or one thought or one thing, and not on many other things. So you try to concentrate, but you are not able to concentrate for a longer period. But as soon as you become able to concentrate for longer period, then it becomes meditation. And when you become in more deep into that meditation, then you transcend the state of meditation and enters into samadhi, yogic meditation, in which you feel complete joy and bliss, and there is no such dichotomy between the meditator, meditation, and meditative object. All the 3 become one. So whatever you are on which you are meditating, that is not separate from you, and you are not separate from that, and also the meditation process is not separate from you. So all become together one in that state of samadhi. So these are the 3 limbs which are very important, suggested by Maharshi Patanjali. The Preksha meditation system also prescribes 3 phases of meditational practice, and instead of dharana, it is bhavana, though there is also the concept of dharana in Jain tradition, and that is also a deeper concept than what is said in Yoga Sutra. Similarly, bhavana is also a kind of more deeper concept than what is said in dharana, but we can see that bhavana and dharana both are very close to each other, and they can be seen as equivalent to each other. So bhavana, dhyan, and samadhi, these are three main phases of our meditational practices according to Preksha meditation system. So dhyana means a fully controlled mental exercise focusing on a single object or idea. And when it is prolonged and profound, it becomes meditation or dhyan. When it takes the form of a euphoric trance, then it becomes samadhi. Bhavana can be defined as intense concentration of mind on a single object or idea. So you can see dharana and bhavana both are very similar to each other. It is not very different from dharana in that sense. So in this way, we have seen that bhavana is also the very important part of meditation, and especially it is supposed to practice even after anupreksha. So now we see that how we can apply this concept of bhavana in our practice. So full concentration of the mental faculty coupled with intense feelings results in the fulfillment of the desired objective. So in bhavana, we concentrate on that thought which we want to apply, or which we want to implement in our life, or we want to achieve some desired goal. So bhavana helps us to achieve that, because it is a kind of strong willpower which you generate by the practice of bhavana. The objective of anupreksha practitioners is often to effect an attitudinal change from negative to positive, and for that it is required that we have to give auto-suggestion. So this auto-suggestion or bhavana is helping us to bringing the desired change in our attitude and our behavior. We also see that there is therapeutic uses of bhavana. So using the technique of hypnogenesis, one can lessen others' suffering, cure disease, or bring about mental or emotional change. Bhavana is a multiform therapy that can take the form of suggestion of self-hypnosis. So it is a kind of, it can be used as a hypnogenesis for curing others, and it can also be used as self-hypnosis to cure oneself, or to change oneself from negative to positive. Ethical field. So the practice of bhavana has a significant application in the ethical field, enabling one to achieve permanent attitudinal change. Negative attitudes like jealousy, uh, pessimism, cruelty, retaliation, deceit, fear, and lust can be replaced by positive instincts like compassion, forbearance, honesty, freedom from irrational fear, and continence. So in this way, ethically also the practice of bhavana is very important. How we can bring change in our behavior, which is having cruelty or pessimism or retaliation or any such kind of negative things, or negative habits or negative behavior. So bhavana is important, as anupreksha is important after preksha. So now in conclusion, we can see that two conditions are essential for the success of the contemplative meditation. First is that our body should be completely relaxed, motionless, and our mind should be channelized in a very concentrated form on particular topic or particular thought or on particular reality. And there should be intense feeling in the form of steady repetition of the desired aim. If we want to want to bring any kind of change in our life, or if we want to transform our life, or we want to cure any disease, then there should be intense feeling with the contemplation. So repeated auto-suggestion reinforces the willpower and brings about the desired result. So you have seen that how bhavana is also very important to practice, and this is the reason why it is also given as one of the meditational main techniques of a Praksha meditation system. So today we have completed almost all the main techniques of meditations which have been prescribed in Praksha meditation system, and might be you have got all of them. If somebody has any question, now the floor is open.
Somebody, I have one question.
Yes.
So you mentioned about the term perceive. So mainly perceive is the key point of every meditation. To what it means is something like you should be aware and feel the senses, but that's what it means to perceive means. I was trying to understand more deeper on that concept.
Okay. So you are asking about Praksha?
Yeah, perceive, to perceive
Yes.
things in
Yes, to
like
perceive
you
things.
said like thoughts shouldn't be processed while meditation,
Correct.
because usually as a human nature we are so much used to with the thoughts process, it never stops.
Correct.
So when
So
you want to perceive, so I was trying to understand more deeper with that concept.
correct. So in Praksha meditation system, the pure perception is given paramount importance, because in pure perception you are not using any preconditioning of your mind or whatever you have learned. You are not imposing on reality, but you are trying to see the reality as such without bringing any kind of ideas, thoughts, preconditioning, prejudices, biasness, or narrow understanding about anything, okay, or limited understanding of anything. You are trying to know the reality as such directly without any sub other external means. So that is the pure perception, and it is said that reality opens in pure perception. When you are thinking, you are perceiving the reality according to your thought process, and you are not trying to understand reality as such. You are not able to perceive the reality as such. The reality is being distorted by your thinking process, by your emotions. Okay, it is not coming directly into your experience. So that's why pure perception is more important, to know the reality as such without any kind of interferences of any traditional thinking or ideas or thoughts or preconditioning or biasness or prejudices. Clear?
So for example, like if you are doing kite surf, it's like
Correct.
perceiving things of your own body. That's the main goal,
Correct.
uh, right? Okay.
Yes, so you are in Kayotsav, you are relaxing your body to know your own inner self, which is inside the body. But you are always attentive to your body, physical presence, and not about your spiritual presence or
Yeah.
identity.
So
Clear?
that process is called as a perception, right? With
Yes, all the
awareness and
process
senses.
in relaxation, in perception of breathing, in perception of
Okay.
body, in perception of psychic colors, in perception of psychic centers,
Mm.
we are using perception, power of perception, because that gives the knowledge of reality. Your pure perception can only give the knowledge of reality.
Yeah.
You can
So
be
that's
able
the
to perceive
important.
reality as such. You can get direct experience of reality. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why pure perception is important in meditation.
Okay.
But yes, there are certain truths which you are experiencing, but that truth comes only in experience during the meditation, and after you forget. So it is required that you have to reflect on those experiences,
With
so
the
that
continued
yeah,
process
yeah, so that it can retain in your mind forever, and it can be part of your life.
in the system, and it also works on chakra systems also. when we perceive. I mean, that's the main goal, even in that case also. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
in chakra meditation, we are focusing to awaken the chakra powers. Okay, so or chakra energy that has also amazing what we say amazing results. So sometimes we are awakening our own inner mystical powers or spiritual powers. Sometimes we are focusing on on reality, that what reality is. Okay, as such. And sometimes
Thank you.
we are trying to reflect on the reality which we have experienced during meditation or which we have learned from any other sources.
Thank you so much.
Correct. Any other question?
Vandami Naman Sami Samniji.
Yes.
So Samniji, at the very top level, very basic level, we have Preksha Dhyan. Under Preksha Dhyan, we have two mental functions, Preksha and then contemplation, or Preksha and Anupreksha.
Correct.
Anupreksha is contemplation, Preksha is perception.
Correct.
So under Anupreksha, contemplation, we have the bhavanas, or
Correct.
right? And
Yes.
but then under Preksha also there are three stages.
Yes.
Phases. And one of them is, the first one is bhavana. So how is this bhavana different from the contemplation bhavana?
Okay. So preksha means perception of truth. When you have perceived as truth or you have experienced a truth, then you are contemplating on it so that it should be always in your experience or in your knowledge.
Right.
And when you contemplate on it, you can go also into deeper analysis of that experience, what you have experienced, how it was, and what was the indication or what was the reality. Okay, so because in thoughtless state we are just perceiving the reality, and after we try to reflect and understand what I have experienced, bhavana is to implement that truth which you have experienced or which you have got through meditation, that the body is mortal, perishable, I should not be attached to it. So this to give up the attachment to the body, you have to think about it, that body is mortal, it is not permanent, it is perishable. So or when you repeat this thing again and again, then it goes into your subconscious mind and starts working, reflecting in your behavior and your attitude. Okay, so it changes your life. Unless you repeat the same thing, we have contemplated, we have thought, once we can sit and contemplate on something, but after, if we don't repeat, we don't implement that truth, then we cannot be benefited by that. Okay, to know the truth is not enough, to implement that truth in your life, that is important, and that brings real change in your life. Clear? So for implementation, you have to repeat for for longer period. So that's why bhavana is given very much importance in Ayurveda. You can see that when they start grinding any medicine to make it in the powder form, so it can be done in just by one trial, and the whatever is herb is there, it can be converted into a powder form just by one trial. But after doing once, they again and again they give such kind of grinding to that, and that is called bhavana. And according to Ayurveda, when you give the same kind of trial again and again, then the potency of medicine increases a lot. Is it clear? Just making powder was the main purpose of a trial, but you after becoming powder, even if you are trying to grind it again and again and giving the same kind of trial, that is increasing the potency of your medicine. Okay, so that is a kind of bhavana. So in Ayurveda also, the bhavana is given to medicine to increase the potency of medicine.
Okay.
Vandame, Nasami Samniji. So
Yes.
when we're speaking about the order of Preksha meditation, when you're saying the bhavana is the reflection of the truth that we've experienced in Preksha meditation.
No, it is implementation. It is not reflection.
It's not reflection.
Yes, it is implementation.
Anupreksha is reflection.
Correct.
Okay, so
Preksha is
when you're
perception.
implementing, yes,
Preksha is perception.
right.
Anupreksha is contemplation on the
Yes.
experience of
Right.
meditation.
And then
And bhavana is implementation of that experience or that truth which you got through
okay,
Preksha
so
and
is that
contemplation.
also in meditation we're doing this? We're doing this still as we're in meditation, correct? It's not like we're doing it separately. Is it all in sequence
See,
when we meditate?
when we are doing meditation, especially perceptive meditations, for
Yes.
example, perception of
Yes.
body, perception of psychic centers, colors, breathing, and also relaxation.
Right.
So we are not what is contemplating at that time. We are just trying to perceive what is going on inside, how the breathing is taking place, what is the process of breathing, what is the original source of breathing, how breathing is connected with our own inner self, like this. So we are trying to see the reality of the breathing. Okay, reality of breathing. So
that's not thinking, that's not contemplating.
No, it is not thinking. I am giving the instruction because you are not a trained person, or you are not doing meditation. Okay, otherwise there is no need to give an instruction from outside in perception. Just you have to perceive.
Observing.
But before, you must know that on which you want to perceive, what you want to perceive in meditation, or on which thing you want to meditate. Okay, so what should be the object of your meditation? So that for that you have to do some study, that what is the object of meditation actually.
Right.
Yeah. Just closing the eyes is not meditation. Meditation is meant to know the reality, the truth. And before, you should know that what truth you are exploring through meditation.
Right. So you want to know that the body is separate from the self. So when we start thinking like that, we want to start perceiving how our body is separate from the self. But my problem, or I think my problem is that I'm thinking too much about that, and then I don't know when we're not doing the thought and we're just doing the perception. And then it sort of all is happening sort of together. And then when you're saying that you're trying to heal yourself, say like I've got pain in one foot, and then I'm trying to heal that pain through contemplation and autosuggestion, I will keep saying to myself that the pain is improving, correct? As a repetitive thought, which is
so
autosuggestion.
that is a kind of bhavana when you are trying to cure your particular problem. So you are using bhavana in that sense. Okay, because you want to get rid of some problem, health issues, or you want to bring some change in your habits, or behavior, or attitudes.
Right.
So
that's how we make
for that you are making some affirmations. So autosuggestion is a kind of affirmation.
Affirmation,
okay?
Correct.
Is it?
Yes.
So yeah, these are the three things when you want. Yeah. So one is first you know what is reality.
Right.
Okay, you should not be under misconceptions of anything.
Right.
So first know the truth, and for knowing the truth, the pure perception can help you. And that's why in Buddhism it is said there are 4 sources of knowledge, or 3 sources of knowledge according to Buddhism, 2 sources of knowledge. So among them, they say that your mind should be deconceptualized. Conceptualize it.
Okay, conceptualize. Yes, yes.
There should not be any kind of thought. Then only you can know the reality.
No, the reality.
Otherwise, you are always perceiving a reality according to your thought process. Okay, you are not perceiving the reality as such. You are imposing all the times your ideas, your thought process, your preconditioning, your biasness, prejudices, or whatever you have learned, understood. Okay. Sometimes Binaji was telling that we are used to speak always Shavasana. I said that no, you should say Kayutsarga or relaxation with
because
self-awareness. We are not talking about the experience of dead body. Dead body doesn't experience anything and it cannot bring any change in life. Okay.
yeah, because
That's true.
Maharishi Patanjali strongly, and in any yoga terminology that savasana is used, and we imagine that even in that you are relaxing, that kind of attitude. Of course, that's the concept. But yes, in Priksha, as I learned from you, we want to be positive and just more on the I would say terminology has relaxation or Kautzer. I mean, to be positive,
Yes, you
to have
have
that
to be
concept.
completely conscious about knowing the truth or bringing change in your life. If you are sleeping or you are lying down like the dead body, it means you are not
So
experiencing
Samriji,
anything or you are not sensing anything. Is it
so
in that condition?
Samriji, what I used to do when I used to teach Savasana, I used to give the Kayutser actually instructions that even in our classes, I remember that you concentrate on your breathing and keep talking, even in that pose to be positive. So I
No,
always
yeah,
put
so
that bhavana
then there is
in
no
that.
sense of using the word show, that body.
Yeah, but that's
That body
what
has no sense. It cannot perceive anything and it cannot think anything. It cannot resolve anything. Okay.
I think yoga had like 84,000 unis, so that kind of names they have put for everything, and that may be one of the concept of savasana, maybe in the terminology. But as I
Yes.
said, we learned as we
Yeah.
explored a lot of other concepts, so
Yes.
understandable. Yes.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. They are saying that we are not saying that you have to you should become like dead. You should be relaxed to that state
No,
or motionless,
actually,
motionless to that state. But I said, okay, this is what interpretation is given, but we should also use the appropriate word for that.
yeah, but as I
Word,
said,
word
when we
has
put that
also,
bow, it makes a lot
yes,
of difference. Yeah.
yes, the word
Like
is
warrior
also
pose.
some
So
those people who,
another
yeah,
thing we will come across with warrior pose, and we are going to use as a balancing pose, not to have that ahimsa
yeah,
effect.
so
I mean,
yes,
that is another example.
yeah, it is true.
Yes.
It is true.
For the future students, so because
Because
that is very famous
yeah,
pose actually. Warrior pose is a very famous pose. So
the philosophers and thinkers are very much particular in using the particular word for indicating their
and I think that makes
desired
sense
meaning.
when I think that makes sense in Jainism that when you don't want to use ahimsa attitude, so you don't want warrior, and in yoga you want to be a brave like a warrior. That's what the concept was, I think. So that makes a lot of difference also. So yeah, it's good to know a lot of things and
Yes, thank you.
explore on that. Yeah.
Okay, so now it is 5 minutes up, almost. No, 5 minutes. No, it is 1 minute late. But should we meditate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Vandamiji.
If somebody wants to leave, they can leave if they have some work. Otherwise, we can meditate. So, should we continue with the color meditation or anupreksha? So, should we continue?
Anupreksha.
Anupreksha. Okay. So, today we have learned about anupreksha. It means contemplation. So, how we can contemplate. So, we have understood that our body is perishable, but we have to contemplate how it is perishable. Okay, this time I'm taking not that anupreksha, that will take little bit some longer time. So we are focusing on the contemplation of health. Okay, contemplation of health. So sit in comfortable posture. Keep both the hands in the posture of knowledge on the knees. Keep your backbone and neck erect. Make your body relaxed without any stiffness or tense. Close your eyes softly. With 5 Mahapran sound, we will start our meditation. Take a long and deep breath. Relax. Relax your body, mind, and vocal cord. Concentrate your mind on the big toe of your right leg. Starting from the toe, concentrate on each and every part of your body up to the head. This is the stage of perception. Just you have to perceive. To relax each and every part, use the technique of auto-suggestion, bhavana. That your whole body is getting relaxed. 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 Experience complete relaxation throughout the body. Now we will practice contemplation of health. Concentrate on your body. See the entire body. And concentrate especially in between the center of energy, Muladhara Chakra, and the center of light, Manipur Chakra, navel. In between these two centers, you have to concentrate on the center of health, Swadhisthana Chakra. Feel the vibrations of the center. Four fingers above the Muladhara Chakra is Swadhisthana Chakra. Concentrate on that chakra, center of health, and see the bright blue color. Bright blue color. See the bright blue color throughout the body. The bright blue color is having healing potency or healing power. When you inhale, you have to think of it that your all physical problems are going away. All your physical problems are going away. Each and every cell of your body is becoming free from all toxins. Each and every cell of your body is becoming completely free from all toxins. You are becoming completely healthy. cheerful, your body is becoming completely energized and healthy. Think repeatedly about this. You are completely healthy and cheerful. You are completely healthy and cheerful. Repeat this for 9 times at mental level. You are completely healthy and cheerful. All the pains, toxins, infections are going away. You are completely healthy and cheerful. All the health issues are going away. You are completely healthy and cheerful. All your physical problems are going away. Now imagine yourself as a healthy and energetic person. You can keep the image or make an image of very healthy, energetic, cheerful person and concentrate on that. It is visualization. Visualize yourself as a completely healthy and cheerful person. See, you are completely healthy and cheerful. All your physical problems are vanished. With 2 long and deep breaths, we will conclude our meditation. With 2 Mahapran sound, conclude meditation. Om. Om. Now keep both the hands on the eyes and open your eyes slowly. Anybody wants to say how was the meditation? Have you seen some difference?
Mandami Samiji,
Yes.
that was actually very good for me today. I don't know what it was.
I am happy to hear you.
Yeah, I actually experienced. I don't know why it was experiencing. I was actually experiencing it like I had a blue river running through my body. Literally, like waves. It was very, very interesting.
Okay, so today you could share your experience.
Yeah,
you could be satisfied.
Got one experience which was really actually very, very moving.
Moving. Yes. So this is the contemplative meditation is good for you, because your mind is always engaged in thinking. So it will help you to think about something which is positive for you.
Right. Thank you, Samniji.
Yes.
Thank you, Samriti. Vandami Namaste.
Thank you. Anybody else wants to say something? Pankaj bhai.
Vandami Namaste, Samniji.
Yes, Narendra bhai. Yes.
Yeah, I had when I kept my eyes closed, it just tears of flowing from both the eyes.
Tears.
Yeah.
But how you was feeling at that time?
Little bit like color going and little bit green color coming and going.
Oh wow. So green color is also healthy color. It is also having a healing potency in it. So that was good sign. And tears may come. Some people are more what we say devotional by heart. So because of the devotion, when they go into deeper spirituality, then tears automatically come out. Okay, so it is not bad, it is good. Any other wants to say?
It was very normal for me, as usual. So overall, it was good. I'm still trying to understand how it works, but I think by practice I'll be able to achieve.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. In one day we cannot be able to what we differentiate the nuances between the different stages of meditation. Okay.
Right.
But just we can see that one is perception, other one is contemplation or reflection, and the third one is implementation. Okay.
Bhavana.
Implementation.
That's bhavana, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
bhavana. That is
Right,
bhavana,
okay.
and nowadays it is used as affirmation.
Affirmation. Okay.
Okay. To bring a desired changes.
Vandami Samiji.
Okay, now it is done. How is Buddy?
Hi. I saw red today. I was very relaxed, but I saw red.
Okay, you can take time.
I
You
don't
should
know if that's
practice.
good, if that's bad, but I've been seeing red and like orange
Oh wow,
mainly when I've been meditating. Yeah.
red and orange color is also good color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Red
It's
color
been
should
a.
not. We should
Go
not
ahead.
meditate. Yeah, the orange rising sun color is good color for developing intuition or third eye. Red color we should not concentrate more on it because it makes aggressive someone. So because it increases the heat inside. Okay. So
Oh,
we
thank you. That's what
red
I was
color is
thinking.
hot color.
Okay.
Yeah, so be careful of concentrating on red color.
Yeah,
Bright orange color, that is good color.
I was able to see the blue peacock all
Yes.
throughout.
Wow. Yeah, so blue color is suggested for healing. Green and blue. Okay.